NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run it here with Gordon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Coleman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Looking for Campbell downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Kevin Coleman, the ball carrier. Aaron Donald on the stop. It's a gain of a yard.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson.
And 2.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson.
Complete.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
3-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Bryce Hall on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get this to Eckler. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Colts 0. Cairo Santos set to.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
38-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Colts.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the 39-yard line.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Into the red zone. Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Lions.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Wentz. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked by Jared Wilson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Titans.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 10, it's Wilson again. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Indianapolis.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. It's trying to come back for Succop. It's not going to get there. No good. Wide to the right. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is a counter play. Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong direction.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there gets him down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Titans 21, Colts 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown,
Travis Kelce. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
He is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The game at 21 apiece. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. This is Coleman. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5 now. Wilson, that's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Ayuk. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's got some space here. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Titans, 1st down.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessly.
A 22-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looking downfield for Kelsey.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
6 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked by Jared Wilson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Colts, first down.
On play action, it's Wentz. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Complete to Melvin Gordon.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw is Wentz. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Fights him off. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
First down, Colts.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Number 20.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to throw, Wentz. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
Tonight's final
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Indianapolis, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire